These are the three little words that pose a huge danger to a narcissist. How adept do you consider yourself in navigating differences between yourself and others? Do you approach such situations with flexibility, curiosity, and a genuine desire to understand differing perspectives? Are you open-minded, eager to learn, and accepting? When you embody these positive attributes in your relationships, fostering reciprocity, you greatly increase the likelihood of navigating differences and establishing harmonious connections. This ought to be our collective aspiration. Now let's seg into applying this mindset to the narcissistic individual in your life. Do you perceive them through the same lens? In moments of conflict or even mundane disagreements, narcissists often display a mindset fixated on asserting control and imposing their own beliefs. Their overwhelming self-importance, coupled with an entitlement mentality, hinders their ability to collaborate harmoniously. Rather than considering alternative viewpoints, they staunchly adhere to their own agenda, irrespective of its compatibility with yours. Moreover, there exist three simple but profoundly challenging words for a narcissist to confront, words that elicit fear, dread, and threat. Let's explore alternatives. This phrase effectively challenges their entrenched mindset and rigid behaviors, posing as an unwelcome interruption. For narcissists, the very notion of entertaining alternatives provokes discomfort and presents an overwhelming prospect. The three words that encapsulate the challenge for a narcissist are "let it go." It requires them to release their ego, relinquish their self-importance, and surrender the insatiable need for total control over others and every aspect of their lives. However, the narcissist staunchly believes, "Absolutely not, I must be in charge. My opinion must reign supreme. I'm too significant to let go." Now let's explore multiple notions that exemplify the narcissist's struggle with letting go. For instance, they hold on to the belief that their needs trump all others, asserting, plain and simple, "My needs are more important than yours." Their strong need for control renders them highly codependent and resistant to releasing that grip. Another tenet they cling to is, "I'm more knowledgeable than you." They stubbornly maintain a false sense of superiority, refusing to relinquish it. Similarly, they dismiss your distinctions as mere annoyances, invalidating your thoughts and adamantly refusing to let go. In their distorted perception, they consider conformity to their desires as the hallmark of a successful relationship, exhibiting grandiosity and an unwillingness to let that go. Similarly, they dismiss nuances and alternative perspectives as too complicated, showcasing emotional incapacity and desperately clinging to their fixed perspectives. The narcissist's competitive nature compels them to see the world through the lens of winners and losers, asserting, "I'm the winner, which means you must be designated the loser." Their absurd competitiveness prevails, and they obstinately hold onto this mindset. Additionally, they require a scapegoat to blame when confronted with differences, demonstrating their need for external targets and an unwillingness to let that go. Another troubling belief is their conviction that simply by being distinct, you make their life miserable. They perpetually play the victim, refusing to release this perception. Lastly, they assert, "No one has the right to discuss my shortcomings." They lack authenticity and adamantly resist any scrutiny of their deficiencies. The absurdity of their mindset becomes evident, and many of you may relate to encountering this kind of thinking on a regular basis, feeling as if you're continually running into a solid wall. However, let us shift the perspective and embrace a different, wiser, and healthier mindset despite their reluctance to let go. Choose to adopt a mindset rooted in openness, flexibility, empathy, and self-awareness. Embrace the notion that healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and understanding. Be willing to engage in constructive discussions about differences, address deficiencies with growth in mind, and avoid getting entangled in the narcissistic, won't-let-it-go mentality. By doing so, you can navigate the challenges of dealing with narcissistic individuals with grace and self-assurance. Consider the following scenarios. You don't have to mirror my every move. Let go of the need for carbon copy conformity. When I hold different opinions, it's simply a matter of being unique. Can you release the expectation for uniformity and embrace the opportunity to learn something valuable? Let it go. There may be instances when you want to express to someone, even if only in your mind, "I'm not your enemy." You need not assume hostility from me so readily. Let it go. Alternatively, you may find yourself thinking, remember, when I make mistakes, so do you. Let it go. We are all human, fellow travelers on the same journey. If only you could bear that in mind. Furthermore, you might internally reflect, I'm a capable individual, willing to learn and accept input. Why can't you let it go when you insist on everything being solely your way? In the depths of your thoughts, you may ponder, if you would trade your rudeness for respect, perhaps we can make progress. Let it go. Lastly, remind yourself, my differing opinions do not equate to rejection. Let it go. Additionally, you might consider, your walls of defensiveness hinder our progress. Will you release them? Or privately contemplate, embracing my true self does not obstruct you from being your genuine self. Let it go. While these thoughts may seem like common sense to us, narcissists, consumed by self-importance and the craving for control, struggle to heed the call of let it go. In their minds, surrendering any part is inconceivable. Let us keep in mind a couple of fundamental truths about narcissism. Yes, they are profoundly self-centered, creating a dynamic in which someone must be dominant while the other becomes subordinate, an obvious distinction. However, beyond their egotism, their profound insecurities prevail. They are fear-driven individuals. So when we utter those three simple words, let it go, we remind you that they perceive them as threatening. By challenging narcissists with the notion that they need not always bring their egocentricity into every interaction, and that an egalitarian approach would be more fruitful, they respond with a resounding refusal. They lack trust, struggle to manage emotions, and possess an aversion to learning or embracing anything unfamiliar. Their pathology and internal chaos greatly shape their relationships. Therefore, when we propose the notion of let it go, we challenge them to shed their facade, revealing their authentic selves. Regrettably, authenticity holds no appeal for them. So, instead of directing the words let it go towards narcissists who struggle to embrace that mindset, let us apply them to you. Let it go. These individuals harbor the illusion of maturity and believe they hold the superior position in the equation. No matter how many times you attempt to argue your point with them, it will not yield results. Let it go. In this process, grant yourself permission to simply be who you are. While they cling tightly to their false self and illusory thinking, you can remain grounded in reality. Your reality affirms that blending and harmonizing is possible, but it may not be attainable with someone who is too threatened and fearful to say, I accept you for who you are. It is vital for you to recognize that you can progress towards individuals who are capable of shedding their self-importance. I hope that videos like this bring awareness and understanding to your situation. The more knowledge you acquire about narcissism, the better equipped you become to pursue your own well-being. This is precisely why I continue to provide these videos for you. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video as well. I will continue to share more valuable content with you in the future.